Hi friends, welcome to Yuva Maths Theory Lectures. Problems we have covered in this app. You can download this app and get all the difficult as well as easy problems as well as these theory lectures. So, these theory and problems both are useful for CBSE, ICSE, state boards, various state boards within India, outside India, everyone basically. Let's focus on theory. Fractions and decimals. So, what is a fraction? Fraction means fractus, means broken. Fraction is always broken. Let's see. 1 upon 5, 3 upon 5 means there is upon. Something is broken over here. Okay. So, a fraction is represented by two numbers on the top of each other. Okay. On top of each other means what? 1 upon 5. 1 is on the top of 5. So, separated by line. The number on the top is called numerator, number is below is called denominator. Okay. So, this example given is it should be 3 upon 4. This line, forget this, look at this, 1 upon 5. So, 1 is called a numerator, 5 is called a denominator. It means what? One part out of 5 equal parts. This is very important. Equal is very important. 3 upon 5 means 3 parts out of 5 equal parts. If the parts are not equal, then the fraction is of no use. Now, how to represent the fractions on the number line? So, to represent it, suppose let's say we have to represent 3 upon 5. So, make 5 parts between 0 and 1 or 1 and 2, whatever you want it. So, generally 0 and 1 it's okay, because 1 and 2 means it will be a improper fraction in that case. So, 0 and 1 you make it 5 parts and select 3. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this is 3 upon 5. Okay. Multiplication of a fraction by a whole number means what? 7 into 1 upon 3. So, multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. For 7 there is nothing below in the denominator. It means it's 1. So, 7 into 1 and with denominator 1 into 3. So, 7 upon 3 is the answer. Same logic, fraction by fraction multiplication. 3 upon 5 into 12 upon 13. So, 3 into 12, 13 into 5. So, 36 upon 65. This is the way we multiply. Suppose if you have to multiply a mixed fraction, then what? Convert it to improper fraction. So, 4 into 3 plus 2, right? Similarly, 7 into 1 plus 1. So, 8 upon 7 into 4 3 is 12 plus 2, 14 upon 3. Multiply it numerator by numerator and d by d, you will get the answer. Remember, the word of generally implies multiplication. Means whenever you see of, we have to put multiply sign over there. Division of a fraction. See, division is quite simple, similar to multiplication. Just find the reciprocal of the right hand side fraction and multiply it. Means what? See here, firstly, what is the reciprocal? Reciprocal of a fraction is obtained by interchanging numerator and denominator. Means reciprocal of 2 upon 5 is what? 5 upon 2. Numerator and denominator interchange. Okay. So, reciprocal of 0 upon 7 equals to 7 upon 0. But 0 cannot be in denominator. So, that's why it's undefined. Next, division of a whole number by fraction means this number 63 is divided by 7 upon 5. So, again the same logic, convert division to multiplication and reciprocal. So, 63 into 5 by 7. Now, what happens is, whenever you have multiply in between and something in the numerator gets cancelled with the denominator, do cancel it. Go ahead. 7 1s are 7 9s are. Okay. So, 9 5s are 45 remains. Similarly, division of a fraction by a whole number, reverse way. 8 upon 11 divided by 4. Right. So, reverse it again. Do the same thing for 4. Multiply and it is 1 upon 4. Nothing for 4 over here in denominator means 1 in the denominator. So, just multiply it. You will get 4 1s are 4 2s are. So, it becomes 2 upon 11. Division of a fraction by another fraction. Same logic. 2 upon 7 divided by 5 by 21. Reverse it. Reciprocal. So, 2 upon 7 into 21 upon 5. 7 1s are 7 3s are. So, it becomes 6 upon 5 as the answer. Types of fractions. So, proper fraction. Proper means very simple. Numerator should be less than the denominator. So, proper fraction represents part of a whole. Part of a whole means what? 9 equal parts in the denominator and we are selecting 7. So, it is a part of those 9. Numerator is smaller than the denominator. Now, reverse is improper. Numerator is greater than the denominator. So 45 upon 6 means what? 45 cannot be divided by 6, but it is greater than 6. That's the meaning of improper. Improper are greater than 1 or equal to 1. Anything is possible. Even equal to 1 also possible. What is a mixed fraction? Mixed fraction are combination of whole number and a proper fraction. Why whole number? Why not natural number? Because see here, mixed means what? 8 3 upon 5. This is the mixed fraction. So 8 can be written as, suppose there can be 0 also in place of 8. Then also what happens? See here, 8 5 is 40 plus 3 43. So it becomes 43 upon 5. It becomes improper fraction. Now if in place of 8 there is 0, then what happens? Find to 0 plus 3. So 3 upon 5. So then it becomes proper fraction. Right? If there is 0 over here in place of whole number, then it becomes a proper fraction. You'll understand it better once you see the problems in this app. Download it. Now conversion of fractions. An improper fraction can be converted to mixed, and a mixed can be converted to improper, as we have seen over here, 43 upon 5 and 8 3 upon 5. Like fractions. Fractions with same denominators are called like fractions. Means 5 upon 7, 3 upon 7. We have done certain processes also on it, or operations on also, in one of our other videos on theory. Kindly follow that also. Okay, like means denominator same. Then what is unlike? Unlike means denominator is different. But now it's simple. Unlike means denominator is different. But the problem is how to compare them. Suppose if I get 5 upon 3 and let's say 9 upon 2. How to compare these two? So what we have to do is, we have to find the LCM of the denominators and then convert the denominators to as same. Only then can we compare them. Means 5 upon 3 and 9 upon 2. What is the LCM of 2 and 3? 6. So convert the denominators to 6. 3 2s are, so 5 2s are. 2 3s are, so above also 2 3, sorry 9. 9 2 3s are, so above also 9 3s are. 27 plus it will be 10. Right? So 37 upon 6 it will be. Yeah, we are not doing addition. So it is 5 upon 3 becomes what? 6, and 10 upon 6, and here it becomes 27 upon 6. So which is bigger? 27 or 10? So 27. So that's why 9 upon 2 becomes bigger. We have solved this in one or other video on the same topic. Okay, it's solved in length. Yeah, it's solved at length. In length is the wrong word. It's at length. Let's move on to decimals. So what are decimals? Decimals are nothing different than fractions. They are fractions only. Only the difference is the denominator is removed and the numerator is lessened. Go on making less and less and make the denominator as 1. That's it. So how to do it? See here, these are the places. Whenever you see any number, these are the, generally we see these red lines only, ones, tens, hundred, thousand, okay, this side. But the blue lines after the point, then means this is the decimal point. And after this decimal, directly it doesn't start with ones now. It directly starts with tenths. So after the point, first number is tenths. Before the point, first number is ones. That's the main difference you will always have to remember. They are used to represent numbers that are smaller than 1. Unit means 1. So decimal number system, also known as base 10 system, since each place value is denoted by the power of 10. Okay. Power of 10 means what? See this. Ones means what? 10 raised to 0. Tens means 10 raised to 1. This hundreds 10 raised to 2, 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 4. Right? That way it goes on. That's why it's called as power of 10. Similarly on the other side. Only on the other side when you go, you will have to raise to 1, instead you will have to go divided by 10. Upon 10 square, upon 10 cube, it will be like that. So what does the decimal consist of? It consists of two parts only. One is integral part, means integer part you can call it, before the decimal. And after the decimal it's fractional part. So these both are separated by a decimal separator. See this one. This is a point, and here it's integer, here it's fraction. Okay. So the number, as we move towards the left, the number increases in the power of 10, and as we move towards the right, the number decreases to the power of 10 after the point and before the point. Okay. Say this 564.8. 5 into 100 plus 6 into 10 plus 4 into 1 plus 8 into 1 upon 10. It's not 1, it's 1 upon 10. Okay. Fraction can be written as decimal or vice versa, means both can be interconverted to each other. See this, 3 upon 2 means what? 2 ones are 2, 1.5 is a. So 1.5 is a decimal, 3 upon 2 is a fraction. So they can be converted to each other. Multiplication of decimals with whole numbers. Multiply them as whole numbers. The product will contain the same number of digits after the decimal point as that of the decimal number. Means what's here? Very simple. 11.3 into 4. So what you do is multiply 113 by 4. It is 452. Now after the point, how many digits were there? 1. So here it will be after the point 1 only. If this would have been 0.4, then after the point 2, so it would have been 4.52. Okay, and after the point, never call it 52, 62. Always call it in single digits, 5, 2, 6, 2, like that. Okay. Now multiplication of decimals with powers of 10. If the decimal is multiplied by power of 10, then the decimal point shifts to the right by the number of zeros in its power. Means what? Say this, 45.678 into 10 means what? 10 raised to 1. So it becomes how many raised to how many? 1. So number of zeros in its power. So it will shift 1 point. So it becomes 456.78. Now here 45.678 into 1000. So it is 10 raised to 3. So it will shift 3 points, 3 places to the right. So it will be 45678, means 45,678. Multiplication of decimals with decimals. So multiplication of decimal numbers without decimal points and then give decimal point. Means what? Simple, as we have done it earlier. 23.053 into 6.65. What you do is multiply 23,053 into 665. Find the answer. Then after the point, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3 in first number and 2 in the second number. So total is 5. So shift the point to left, from starting from the rightmost number to left, and see to it that there would be 5 digits after the point. So it is 153.30245. Okay. These things you will understand better when you solve the problems or you see the problems which have been solved in this app. Kindly follow this app, because unless practice, without practice nothing happens. There is no shortcut to success without practice. Okay, let's move on. Division by decimals. Division by decimal number by a whole number means what? Simple. 45.2 divided by 55 by decimal number. Division of a decimal number by a whole number. Okay, so it becomes very simple. 45 point it becomes, see, there was a printing mistake there. Here it's simple over here. 45.25 divided by 5 equals to what? Do as simple as 4525 divided by 5. So it is 905. After you get the answer, then again, as you did in multiplication, do the same thing again. So after the point, how many numbers? 2. So again do the same thing. After the point, 2 numbers. So it becomes 9.05. Now if this would have been 45.25 divided by 0.5, then what would you have done? See here, in that case what you do is shift the point in the numerator and denominator simultaneously. So it becomes 452.5, and point shifted to right from denominator also, from numerator also. So it becomes 5 in the denominator. Now it becomes 452.5 divided by 5. Do the same thing. 905 is the answer, and after point how many? Only 1. So 90.5 in that case. So that is division of decimal number by a decimal number. That is the example for that. Dividing a decimal number by powers of 10. If a decimal is divided by a power of 10, then the decimal point shifts to the left by the number of zeros present in the power of 10. See here, in multiplication what happened? The point shifted to the right. In division what happens? The point shifts to the left, just opposite of multiplication. Solve the examples, you will get the better picture. Okay, now we give you a new term that's called as infinity. Now what is infinity? See here, for example, see this, 99999 6 times divided by 5 zeros and 1. So what is the answer? 99999 and 0001. Means this is a big number. Now this big number is generally can be treated as infinity. Infinity means which cannot be counted. Okay, of course this can be counted, but this is just an example. It can be a huge number consisting of 100 numbers or digits over here and 100 digits before, means zeros after the point. Okay, so that can be called as infinity. This is just to show you an example. So that was a theory on fractions and decimals. You can download this Yuva Maths Olympiad app from Play Store to get these videos, tests, question banks with explanations. These contain theory as well as problems, solved simple ones and difficult ones. Useful for CBSE, ICSE, state boards within India and outside India also. So download it. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. Keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.